Hey guys, how you going? My name's Jackson, and this is my channel K2 Paranormal. Just wanted to do like a quick introductory video before I get out and do a whole heap of videos out there. It is actually raining at the moment, so perfect opportunity to introduce myself, introduce my channel. I am a paranormal investigator. I am in Geraldton in Western Australia, which is about probably 4 hours north of Perth. Everybody knows Perth. So I just wanted to sort of talk a little bit about a few things, just to, break the ice and everything like that. Not every video that I actually do is ghost and paranormal. Like I do a lot of urbex exploring, a lot of history stuff. So not every video I'm going to do, if you're waiting for a ghost to come out or a chair move or something, it's not always about that. I like getting out and having some fun. So I'll get into this video. I'm not going to make it too long. We're all familiar with the whole history of paranormal research, and the people that we've sort of got thankful for that is Ed and Lorraine Warren. These guys were the founders of the New England Society for Psychic Research, and they had over 10,000 cases. They've passed away now. Unfortunately, they still do have the museum over in the States. But a lot of the Conjuring movies were based off of a lot of that sort of stuff. They had a lot of famous cases like Amityville, Enfield over in the UK, the Smell House, and Harrisville, which is actually the Conjuring house everybody knows it as, which was where the Perrins family actually resided in that house. And everybody is very familiar with Annabelle. That's all part of the Conjuring universe. Another thing that we're all sort of familiar with is Ouija boards. Now, Ouija is actually, and I've got one here, talking about these things. Now, these boards were actually invented around the Song dynasty in China as a writing board, they were called, about 1100 AD. Now, I do have, there it is. I do have the planchettes, and we're sort of all familiar with, asking questions and all that sort of stuff, but these are not toys, guys. These, I would only use this with people that were comfortable were using them. I don't use them in my own house because I don't want to bring anything here. I will sometimes use these on investigations, and make sure you keep your fingers on the planchette. You're doing all the right stuff. You're not breaking any of the rules. You're opening, you're closing it, and everything should go well. Really, you should just have a person in the group who's a speaker, and they're the only ones who should actually be speaking through this. Normally, you have like a medium. Most of the time, I don't have a medium that can come and help me do these things. So basically, it just sort of relies on my friend, who's going to help me conduct the actual Ouija. So that's those things. I don't really use them a lot. I do sort of protect myself a lot while I go out and do investigations. Some people, they use dowsing rods. Martin Luther actually used them in 1518. And he broke the first commandment, which was actually occultism. These divining rods, or dirtle bugging, or water witching, or whatever you want to call it. Some people do use them. I have seen a few videos on YouTube where people actually have used them. I haven't seen anybody use them. Something that every investigator, ghost hunter, or paranormal investigator uses is night vision. And I do actually I've got a couple of my cameras here. I'm just going to show you a quick tour of my cameras. Everyone uses different stuff. Most of it I use my phone for when I'm walking around doing stuff. I do have the King's Trail camera here. Now, these are great because you can let them run for about 6 months at a time. And you don't have to actually, because they're for hunting, so you can go check them. They're waterproof, and the only video is that you don't have to scroll through hours and hours of footage. If you've captured something on here, then you've captured it. It's pretty plain and simple. So these are great. I take these out and I set them up just wherever I'm not, and that way if something happens, you can capture it. And I also have these little cameras here. probably a bit hard to see. These are the Bob Love T5. Now these are actually a police issue camera. They're great for, you know, just, it's basically like a GoPro, you know, that they're small, they're compact, they're very versatile. These have night vision as well, but the good thing about these is you can actually go from like just normal filming to night vision without breaking that recording cycle. So these are great. They do come with extra little clips and stuff, so you know, you can clip on here on the back or put them on a tripod or wherever you want to put them. So they're pretty cool as well. So I'd sort of just use most of those as like a static cam. But going back to the actual night vision now, night vision was actually invented by a German company called AEG, and in 1939 the army actually developed these telescopic rangefinders for Panther tanks, and that they were the first people, like the Germans were actually the first people during the war to actually use night vision, and that's where night vision came from. So I just sort of wanted to quickly drop that in as well. Now, Harry Olsen in the 1950s, he invented, and we're sort of going on to microphones here, I'll just sort of throw that in. So Harry Olsen actually invented the hypercardioid shotgun microphone. Now, I don't actually have one of those, but I believe in the first Conjuring, I can't remember the scene, it's where they're going in to investigate, and one of the guys has got like the headphones on and he's walking around. It's quite a long instrument, so it's about, you know, 2 foot long or something. I actually have, and I'll get it here, I do have a parabolic microphone, which is basically like a new edition of the hypercardioid. So these are great. They're basically like dog ears. Like I've tested this thing, that the range on these things, it has a sensitivity setting on it, so you can go, you know, low and high. But the range on these is just incredible. Like I've probably done 2 kilometers up onto the highway behind me, and you can hear it perfect, like clear as day. So these are cool, like if you're in like a big abandoned place and you want to pick up some other tunes. These connect with a set of headphones. Now, if you get a splitter jack, you can actually run, and I've got it here, you can actually connect up your little IC recorder to that, and you can actually record live hearing time, which is, it's pretty cool. I mean, some of the equipment they got nowadays, it's mind-boggling, really. Now, the term microphone was actually coined by an English physicist, Sir Charles Wheatstone, in 1827, and then he was also known for inventing the telegraph. But I mean, for a lot of the equipment that I use, like it's really only me that does all these investigations. So you know, everyone's familiar with like K2s, and I have a REM pod and all those sort of bits of equipment. I also use the thermal camera. This one's just a cheap one. You can spend a lot of money on them. Like the FLIR cameras are great, but you know, it's money. So really, like, how much equipment do you need, how much do you want to spend on, that's really all up to the individual. I watch like a lot of different people on YouTube, like Omar Gosh, Tim Morozov, Mindseed, you know, the list goes on, like Slaptam and Casper Sight, and all those top shows, and so much respect for those guys. Like they not only, like, they help everybody out as well, and that's what this is all about. When you go into doing this stuff, and I've been doing this for a while, but I wanted to put myself out on YouTube, so it was a big thing. That's why I'm here right now. I just wanted to sort of introduce myself. So go to my channel, K2 Paranormal, subscribe, hit the little bell icon for future alerts, and hopefully I'm going to do a little part 2 of this actual video, and the next one I'm just going to explain EMF and EVPs quickly, and we're all done. But I just wanted to throw in, I do have a problem with my eyes. I had a vehicle accident quite a few years ago, so if you're actually looking and thinking, oh, he blinks quite a fair bit, I do that. I can't control it. It's not something that I actually know that I'm doing. Sometimes I'll know and I'll try to stop it, but then it's just something that happens. It has a problem with, you know, when you blink and then your water ducts release water and that lubricates your eye. Well, I don't actually have that. I blink, nothing happens, so that sucks for me. But I just wanted to throw that in with my eyes. I do have a problem with my eyes, so hopefully I can get out there and I can do a video very soon. So thanks for watching my channel, guys, and we'll see you very soon.